all around. You also get an eye on the bottom right of your screen. You can see the mini map where players are going to be located. The player we're typically on is going to be that white triangle, but that blue triangle, that other player goes right in for the fight, is going to knock down the shield just a little bit there. He's going to have minis to be able to top himself back up. Yeah, yep. Shockwave. Yeah, you don't want to go for that fight. Shockwaves are so important. Players saving them for that late game. And in some cases, they'll just use it, disengage. If you want to take a fight, there's no reason for you to do so. A lot of players playing cautiously, as they should, with what's on the line here, but Crew! Oh, he marches forward. That's number 2 for Crew.
You can see the excitement there. Nice little smirking grin on his face. He throws a peace sign to the crowd when he takes that player Lucky right out. This Happy Hamlet area is so dangerous to rotate through. You have players like Mr. Savage. Now we see Left Eye and Kurtz. Left Eye was responsible, again, for a big upset in the last game, taking out the likes of some huge names towards the end game. But Kurtz here with a heavy sniper. Can he open up a base here and follow up with that infantry rifle? He's coming up, getting his little peek on right here.
Yeah, I think Ninja yesterday had talked about the infantry rifle, how good that weapon is, and it truly, I mean, the accuracy that you get out of it is absurd. It's something that if you pick it up and you know how to use it, you'll be deadly out there in the field. But she is done a lot of times, Ninja, which is why he likes that weapon so much, and I don't understand why a lot of our players will go for that as well. When you have the option to, why not? If you got that comfortability with it. Then you got Left Eye. 2 eliminations currently. Has 2 shockwave nades.
And you know, you got to give some respect to Left Eye, who completely left his previous job 6 months ago to fully focus in on competitive Fortnite. And he found himself at the Fortnite World Cup stage. I don't think it gets any better than that. That is a dream story here.
Yeah. In competitive gaming, you take those risks if you want it so badly. If you want it more than you have to breathe, you just go for that moment. You never know what's going to happen. This could very well be a lot of the people in this arena next year playing on that stage. Courage just say that they had the budget, so I'm just going along with what he said. You know?
All right, but here we have
Tfue.
Tfue playing his classic high ground center map, more or less. He does have a lead for the next zone.
Movement options for him, which in the last game he had the Shadow Bombs. Didn't really pan out for him as King. Very thirsty. Went for all the water he could possibly get out of that one, and I say he certainly was quenched in thirst. So then Tfue now, sometimes you're flying and then you just become a magnet, and that is unfortunate.
It's Clarity G who picks up Tfue, unfortunately right there with one wall from behind him.
That's
not
so
placed
difficult.
down, unfortunately.
That's so difficult. There are times you fly into the sky and then the entire server just looks right at you.
It's all about timing in Fortnite here, but that's the risk you take. So now looking at Link here. Link putting some pressure up above. Remember, Storm Surge is in effect in these games, so you have to be hyperactive. You have to be proactive for seeking for damage. But when you commit to battle, you are more than likely going to have to finish that battle. We have Robabs kind of looking up. He's holding that edit, though. He is ready to open it up. I think he's going to trade fire as soon as Link goes for the shot. They're both playing that little mind game right here. Who's going to go first now?
Blue circle, now active.
This is what we like to call a shambles loadout, as Link doesn't have much loot.
No, doesn't have much loot, doesn't have much HP either. He's going to have to try again. Robabs does manage to get the better. Oh man, this is intense. Now we're at 62 players remaining. Some players taking fights, others really just focusing on staying alive, staying in this one to the placement points.
That's right, and now we have Leshy back with Leshy. We saw him in the DA, taking out the team start. Astonished in these 1v1 battles. Clearly not afraid to jump in your box. And oh man, with a loadout like this, 6 shockwaves, 3 launch pads, all the ammunition in zone favor right now. He is looking very good in game 3 right now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of builds. He's got tons of stuff. No reason reason why Leshy can't make it to that end. This is going to be interesting. Players, let's not forget yesterday, Wolfie's controller player in second place in the Fortnite World Cup Duos competition, along with his teammate Rojo. Here's Leshy though, applying the pressure. With that shockwave nade, he gets right on top of a nice spot, nice position, kind of planning himself. Understanding a player's going to be around there, but now all these players looking defense, no choice. Gets tagged up a little bit, loses some of his shields. Okay, but
the amount of players you see on the stadium side that once he showed his self to that angle right there, and everyone just collapsed. Time here. Wakey, 3 eliminations, tied up for the most elims in the game so far. You have Wakey, Leshy, and Aspect all at 3 eliminations so far.
Just under 50 players remaining in game number 3. Players have boxed up. They want to play this slow game. Wait for anyone to make a mistake. It's going to be hard, but for some players like Dubs, they're going to need it. Because thus far, it has not gone well for, I would say, one of the favorites here.
Dubs did go for the shot. Unfortunately, could not connect. It looks like Clarity's going to pick up Core Gaming there instead. Dubs, we saw in the previous game, do that baller all the way to the end game. They're really playing slow and methodical here. You can't stand still. Dubs has definitely found himself a target nearby.
You see some, I think they're just looking at each other. They know exactly what's going on. Circle's going to be closing down now. We're going to find out where the next one is. And that's when players start to prioritize these rotations, the movement. Dubs does have a baller, which has been his strategy. He did it in game 2. He had the baller pretty much all the way until the end there. Got shot out of it. But it did bring him to a second place finish. Another top 3 finish, or top 5, top 3, maybe even a victory royale, right? But ideally that,
You tried to catch him right there. You saw that?
Wild.
You wanted to put him in the box for a second there and take it.
Grabbed him right there. Player will have no idea what to do at that moment.
It's actually pretty interesting as well, because Class is desperate right now for Elam. He has to really feed off of a siphon. He doesn't have any other way to heal. Even taking the safety edits, making doorways so that he doesn't expose himself even for the slightest bit.
84 builds left for Class. Tons of builds here. And then the Storm. Now the Storm starting to push. Look at Leshy still going for shots as players are moving about. Big assault player came right in his face. He did pop that shadow bomb. Now we're going to game 1 winner, Booga. He's dealt 420 damage in this match. Hasn't taken a single shot. 1 elimination for him right now. As now the action feed begins to fall. You see so many names getting eliminated one by one. Bizzle out of this one. That was from Leshy, who's having one heck of a game, taking out some big names.
It is really going down right here. You can just kind of breathe in this overhead view right here. Man. Bella EU doesn't even realize he has the high ground right now. Clarity G just nearby as well. Bugga at the upper layer in this end game, just trying to avoid that lower ground congestion. Yeah. All these players are just slammed in the middle right here. As Andretta gets the high ground. We haven't seen much of Andretta so far. But you gotta be careful, those shockwaves will really sting and take that placement from you.
Yeah, he has been laying low so far, but does manage to maintain the high ground. Lost it for a brief moment, but wisely enough went outside of the storm to regain some of those builds. On the right side of your screen, you got Bugha and Lecce. Lecce, a great game that he's managed to put together with 5 eliminations. Bugha, your game 1 winner, maybe looking to get a second win on the board. How massive will that be for your current first place player?
Lecce just picked up his 6th elimination now. He is really popping off right here.
Pushing too, a big player there, and a big connection for him. Lots of builds to work with. Bugha does get another one. That's Kinzel.
Right through the trap he goes. Bugha, one of the superior box fighters in the Fortnite competitive scene right now.
Lecce went up for the high ground. If you see it on the left side, he went high ground. He does get possession of it, but ends up getting hit there by Andretta and finally eliminated. But what a run Lecce had in this game. Finally comes to a conclusion when he went for high ground. Now it's Bugha again with 11 players remaining. We're about to get into the top 10 here, Monster.
Bugha, last we saw, he does get taken out right there. Unfortunately, it's Peter Pan who takes him out with 6 eliminations. Peter Pan, the dark horse right now. He's going to get wiped out here too, but it's still a great game. Wakey, who we saw leading in eliminations at one point, is still popping off as well.
Skype's in this one as well. Maybe he's going to get a back-to-back win. Riverson, he's got the high ground. He's got the explodes. He sees players. He has 11 builds, so he has to be very conservative with this. Forcing him down. Going into the game now. 4 explodes, 5 remaining left. Lands in front of him. Tags him up for a lot of damage there. Riverson has to reset. Needs to be careful not to get hit by that storm. Someone's going to be above him.
He's too good.
An elimination onto Skype. We're now sitting at a 1v1. 2 players left standing here. Who's it going to be down low? It's Dubs. It's Dubs down low. And Riversan has Dubs on his sight. Who's going to get the win here? Riversan navigating, carving. He has 7 builds remaining. Dubs trying to play defense, giving himself any kind of cover. Maybe possibly maintain. Riversan, few more explodes remaining. That could punish Dubs.
Really trying to keep him down to the zone here.
Oh man, this is it. He sends another one out, and there's the challenge. He got to run. He goes into it. He's still holding position. Dubs has the high ground, but he lands in front of him, and Dubs gets a victory royale on the world stage.
Absolutely incredible for Dubs to connect. Finally hits all of his shots, and nearly a back-to-back performance right there. That is the kind of comeback story you want to see here on the main stage.
Prove to the world that you're the greatest to ever do it. But you got to give credit to Riversan. 2nd place finish for him there. Had the high ground, had the explodes, but it was Dubs who managed to get the better of Riversan. And look at this unfold right here. Riversan has the Rockets looking right at Dubs, and Dubs just needs to play defense. Riversan had no more builds to work with, and Dubs recognized he had the high ground. He just needed to go in there for the clothesline, and he nails it with that green pump.
That is the name of the game. You cannot miss your shots when you fully commit. Dubs and Mega sitting side by side. What a better player to have nearby you. Arguably probably his best friend right here in the competition.
Hey man, that was nuts. What a game from Dubs. What a journey he's had. 4-time qualified. We know that he is a unit when it comes to solos. Finally getting that win. So 2nd place in game 2. Game 3 gets 1st place. Yes, very good about that.
That is the kind of performance he was looking for. And it felt real good to finally solidify a victory over the course of the weekend.
Yeah, it's like it's just a load off your shoulders, man. Honestly, because I've been talking to him quite a bit. He's like, I just want to get this win. Now with that, Dubs goes up to 3rd place. Top though, Skype, he managed to make it to the end game, as well as Bugha. So, our 3 winners, 1, 2, and 3, in the order of which
they took their victory.
Yeah. 1 was Bugha, game 2 was Skype, and game 3 was Dubs. 19 points, 1 point shot. Way to that positioning at the top of the mountain.
King is still here too.
About when it's just you, the game, solos, competition, the way Battle Royale was meant. Dare I say, to quote Dr. Lupo, the ultimate Battle Royale experience.
There's just no room for error in solos. There's no, buddy there, no battle buddy to come pick you up when you get dropped, when you get sniped for making an error. You cannot make a mistake. And we saw this sign earlier today. And Dr. Lupo is not.
He's not.
Represent. Hey, dad fam out there.
He's just a little elderly. That's all it is. As am I. So, what a game that was. And I understand that we actually have Cam standing by with a special announcement. Sundown, what's up?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Monster. And while we're here in the midst of the largest Fortnite event in history, you're probably wondering what comes next. Well, as we said before, competitive Fortnite isn't going anywhere. Once Season 9 wraps up and we move into our next season, we'll be debuting the Fortnite Championship Series. This will give players a chance to compete against the best of the best, where every single result matters. With a leaderboard to track results over the course of the season, follow your favorite players on their quest to become the first season champions with millions of dollars at stake. Now, this is just a taste of what's to come, as we also plan on stepping up our competitive efforts across the board. So, keep your eyes peeled for more news as we move on your favorite competitors in the back half of the matches. Golden Boy, Monster, back to you, gentlemen.
Well, that's awesome. I didn't even know that was coming. Oh, look at you. That was pretty dope. Fortnite Championship Series?
Can I just say, did you hear that? Every placement matters. Wait, is this something you guys have been wanting or something like that?
Oh, this is awesome stuff there. It's obviously not going to stop, and we're glad that that is the case. But focusing on what's at hand right now, Fortnite World Cup Finals here in New York City. And just a reset here. I'm Golden Boy along with Monster D-Face, and this has been quite the day. 3 games so far. Did not disappoint. In Game 1, we ended up seeing a huge victory from Booga. To pull it away in glorious style, and then Skype in game number 2, just out-positioning Dubs. But Dubs got his redemption and picked up a game for you just now. He said with Jordan that he wanted to remain consistent. He's been playing all the way. There's a lot of strategies that players can implement here in competitive Fortnite.
Yeah, you saw Dubs, Game 1, try to get a little bit more aggressive, opting in to take that fight over by the Greasy Lake, and it did not pay off. So he took his lesson, took his little, spanking, I dare say, right there. Said, all right, you know what? I'm just going to stay away from that guy. You got to respect him on that rotation. He switched it up, and now he's finding himself in endgame. And that is the kind of adaptability you have to have as a Fortnite professional.
Yeah, it's necessary. 4-time qualified solo player is Dubs. What I mean by that, when he qualified the first time for this event right here, he queued up again. Each week the solo competition was available.
Did again.
And did it again. And then did it again. That's how good he was. Everyone doubted him. No one knew who this kid was. And then he shocked the world. That, my friend, is undisputed. But the next game is going to start up. Game 4 about to begin. New York City, come on, let me hear you. It's about to start. It's about to kick off. These players need your energy. The battle bus is exploded. Look at everyone in the stands. Concert earlier today. Incredible stuff. That live performance from him. Love to see it. But this is a wild day thus
By the way, they're both qualifying. One of the only teams that are full qualified.
And sitting right next to one another as well, as you saw when Dubs picked up the win. The first person to congratulate him, his teammate, Mega. Now, Brux. There you go. That's what I want out of Brux. At the start, Arkrum. That is a big elimination. Shaking the head, shaking the head.
Feels bad, man.
Oh,
when friends collide.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, that is a rough one. Then you got Nixon Niddle. Next Brazilian player. He was clinically him in the top 10 each and every week that he played. Everyone in the region, everyone in the Brazil region knows how good Nix is. There's one player right below him. Maybe Niddle is going to experience that for himself. Nix does have that life lead. He will have that shield advantage. Niddle a little weak on the HP side as well.
So Nix is here to show why he's the first qualifier so many